Well, today I got the day off, and so I decided I got all my yard work done, everything else, so took everything out of my cleaning trailer and I'm gonna put some vinyl self-adhesive tile down on the wooden floor, keep it from getting tore up with my cleaning equipment. If you look underneath here, you can see I put a jack on the back end here to support it so that I don't get in there and start moving around and have the tongue or the front of the trailer pop up on me. Just taking a couple of the tiles out, 4 to be exact, and laid them out before I take the paper off just to see if that's going to kind of work the way that I'm wanting it to, and it is. I'll have some little pieces I'll have to put down here on the ends, but I'll be able to get this. Well, I got most of it in. Now I have to do my measuring for this one side here that I'll be cutting. And of course the front there and the back that I'd already showed. You want to keep the broom handy so you can keep the floor clean as you're putting the tiles down. Of course, knee pads are always a good thing if you're on your knees, which is exactly what I am, on my knees. And progress is going well. You can see I've left the paper on the back of the tiles that I'm going to be cutting. Did my measurements from over here. There's my head. From over here. And so I'm going to pre-cut the tiles with paper on them so that I don't get all sticky, obviously. And as you can see, I got a utility knife with a hopefully sharp blade, and I'll cut them. I'm not going to cut them right here. I'm going to cut them in another spot so I don't take a chance of cutting through and cutting my new tile. So after you run your blade through the tile there, I had already snapped it, but you can take, after you run it through there, and you can bend it just like that, and then you can run your blade on the opposite side and pull it on through, and you'll have a nice clean cut. So there you have it, got a nice clean cut. One thing you want to keep in mind that I didn't mention is you'll notice there's a stamp there on the tile and on the back side of the tile. You want to pay attention to where that stamp is on the tiles, because that'll help you know what direction. There's an actual arrow on the sticky side, and that way you can consistently lay your tiles down with your arrows facing the same way, whatever way you choose to do that. Obviously it's a cleaning trailer, so it's not a big issue, but if you're doing something like this in your house, it could be an issue for you. You want to leave your paper on after you've cut your tile and brought it over here and set it in there. Make sure it's going to fit properly. That way if you cut it a little big, you can trim it with the paper still on instead of the glue getting all over your hands. And it's better to cut it a little big than a little small. It's kind of hard to fill in the gaps if you made it too small, too short. So anyway, it looks like it's going to work okay. I pulled that paper back to give you an idea what I was talking about with the arrow. You can see the arrow in the glue there, and you can see, let me pull that back, you can see the stamp the way that it is. You want to pay attention to that. That could save you a lot of trouble if you're really concerned about the direction that you're laying each tile, so that it consistently gives the look that you might be looking for. It's not perfect, but neither am I. But it's turning out alright. So I've got all those in. Now I have these pieces that I cut off of the sides there on the one side, so now I can utilize these pieces, and looky there, I'm going to be able to fit those right on there. A little bit more cutting, a little bit more, that's funny. With some more cutting, I'll be able to fit these pieces on in there. I'll start like that, see, and then I'll have those little pieces there that I can trim out and fit in there. And that's going to come out alright. Oh, there's this one straight cut that I did, and then I'll cut across here, break that piece off, and then I'll do my little fancy curve around there. Of course, I'm going to do the same thing, leave the paper on there, make sure it's going to fit in there first. so I can do whatever necessary trimming I need to do before I go trying to do it. See, I already got a little spot right there I need to take care of. See, it's not quite going in there, so I can do that now, and then I'll fit it in there. Do that with every one of the curved pieces before you take the paper off. Just make it easier on you. Well, there we go, the finished product. Got all the tiles laid down. Now I'm going to let the sun just keep baking this, and every once in a while I'll come in here and walk around on it, help it stick down. A lot of individuals that lay tile like this have weights that they roll around on it after they've installed it, but I'm obviously not doing that for a living, so I'll just walk around on it as the day goes on. Thanks for watching.